today, and I was like, can I just bring, you know, can I just have a good time today? Can I leave myself alone and just have a good time?
Matt, thank you for bringing us to your good time forum.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man.
Yes.
The vibes are already incredible.
The vibes are pretty good.
Yeah.
The vibes are good. That's the biggest thing. It's like every morning I wake up and I have to wrangle the vibe. It's so easy to wake. I've like been identifying my just default negative pattern every morning, and I will admit that I love my wife to death, but she is will place her at the center of a negative storm. It's so anything she does. It's just me because I've addicted myself to nicotine now, and I wake up so mad. It's just a huge mistake to get addicted to nicotine. I don't know why I did this. They were lying. It's such an addictive substance.
You're trying to prove a point. You've been trying to prove this point for so many years, and you finally fallen victim.
Yeah, but it doesn't like. Yeah, the thing is, it gives you like the boost initially is sick, and then that goes away. Then you're just grumpy if you don't have it. You're like, yeah, I wish my wife would get out of bed a little faster. Motherfucker, what do I have to do every day? I'm about to put their shoes on, all right? You put their fucking shoes on. And then I go, Matt, you're being a fucking bitch. Go get your nicotine tablet and relax.
You sound like you're being a woke ass, dude.
What's a woke ass?
Kanye West, he hates the woke ass.
How am I woke ass? What are you talking about right now, dude? How dare you? Don't make me put my shit on right now, dude. Don't make me put my leather fit on right now. I'll fucking fuck the vibe up good. I'll put my leather fucking hat on right now.
We were listening to that today on the way in here.
It's so good.
It's so funny when he called I forget the designer's name. He's like, he's one of them.
Virgil?
Not Virgil.
Okay.
It was somebody
he's
else.
Beefing with the dead man.
Yeah, he's beefing with Virgil now?
He's still beefing with
Oh my
Virgil's
God.
dead. Academics try to be like, you shouldn't beef. Him trying to bring like, when academics tries to like bring the conversation to it's like, he's like, well, they say you shouldn't beef with the dead. It's like, dude, that's
not what you're here
the
for.
least of this guy's That's your issue right now, him beefing with the dead Virgil.
Academics was the worst part of that interview, I think.
You think so?
Yeah.
I like the beginning where he was just like explaining everything, and he was like, this is all chaos, but we're going to figure it out. And then he gets there.
But when he's sitting in his room?
Just sitting there. Well, he's just sitting there. He just was watching like him go through the whole thing, like just live recording Kanye, just being like, all right, where you want me to stand? Like,
I did appreciate him capturing them. Kanye in a patented leather. What do you even call the outfit? It's not a Klan outfit. It's like a it is actually. It's definitely a Klan outfit.
Yeah. I gotta make a correction. I think the black makes it Dia de los Muertos.
What is the Day of the Dead?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't at all.
Yes, it does, dude.
I think it's still just a Klan outfit.
The Dia de los Muertos costumes look exactly like that.
So that's the thing, and so does there's a country, like a Scandinavian country, believe it or not, that wears those. But there's like a Swiss there, like before the KKK started. Like we were at a
Swiss Ghost.
I was at like when I was looking for schools, I was at one of the school interviews, or like, they sit you down, which the school's got to figure this out. You like when you go to visit schools, a lot of them put you into a like an auditorium or cafeteria and just hit you with the most boring PowerPoint in the world. And the one school was like, we have people from all over the country or all over the world, and they showed this like Scandinavian country doing their thing, and one of the people were wearing like for real what looked like a Klan. I got to stop doing this. But they had that shit on. They were wearing
That's
it.
a new symbol.
Well, it's an ancient.
He was a.
It is like it's like the swastika, and like it.
Pardon the interruption. This may or may not be Sean Gardini speaking, and this may or may not be Sean Gardini on camera. Who is speaking and who is on camera is not important. I've come to tell you that Sean Gardini is doing stand-up comedy shows. The upcoming shows are in Cleveland, Ohio, December 8th, Buffalo, New York, December 10th, and Baltimore, Maryland, December 11th. Please come to those shows if you can. The tickets are at SeanGardini.com. Thank you.
And we're back. Hey.
Well. Okay, so MJ not a pedophile.
I'm not afraid. Everybody. So you're saying MJ's not a pedophile? You're ruling pedophile, not a pedophile.
I don't think he's a pedophile. I think he got killed.
Now do Donald Trump.
Donald Trump, it's because I looked into all the fucking Republic. I'm blue and on now.
Yes.
I'm liberal. I watch a View with Lemaire.
Simple yes or no?
It's hard to say because
Simple yes or no?
if he was a pedophile, they would have got him on it by now.
Simple
That's
yes
the
or
only
no?
thing that fucks me up.
What do you think
Simple
about the
yes or
tape?
no?
What do you think about the tape that came out like
Epstein
right
tapes?
at the end, where it was like the audio of like him and Epstein?
Epstein. It wasn't him and Epstein. It was Epstein. This dude Wolf.
So why were they trying to
Hold
tie
on.
Trump to
Simple
that?
yes or no.
It's hard to say. That's what I'm saying. The jury's out. I'm not. He's not my savior.
Bill, it's the internet, dude. Just say something sensational. We'll capitalize.
Simple yes or no.
At this point, I have to say no because they would have got to say
Matt Gates.
brother. Yeah. I don't know. There's all sorts of fucking weird shit about that. He's fucking.
Well, didn't he
Allegedly.
resign?
He likes suing
Allegedly.
people.
Allegedly, big time.
But he's not Trump's cabinet now.
What's
Didn't
up
he
with
resign out of that?
What?
I heard that if he had
Might have to
stayed,
delete that.
I heard that if he stayed in Congress, then they would have released like the findings of the ethics things. But since he like resigned, now they can't show people whatever they found.
I don't know.
That's what I heard.
Bro, I don't know. I just, at this point, everyone's on fucking notice. Dennis Hastert was a Republican, I think Speaker of the House forever. And he was also involved in wrestling, which is fucking weird. So was Jim Jordan. There was a pedophile there, but it doesn't matter. Fucking Dennis Hastert was a Speaker of the House forever. And he was on Epstein's Island. He was friends with Podesta. He was like the OG Pizzagate guy where like Hastert was a fucking scumbag pedophile and no one said a fucking word. So now everybody who's in that fucking thing, they're not my heroes. I fucking hate them, and they're all cool with pedophilia because they let that shit go.
Do you have any heroes?
No, you're my hero.
Billy,
Bitch ass is gonna say
everyone's
that.
always been cool with pedophilia. It's always been cool.
Not me.
What?
It's always been elite cool. Being
No,
a
it has
pedophile.
not, bro.
Yes, it has. Since the beginning
It's a
of time.
subversion. It's a subversion, bro.
Historically speaking, Lemaire is right. Like if you go to like the Middle East, they do
Satanists.
the dancing boys. It's. I'm not saying it's great. I'm glad we've all elevated up from that.
Great men were not pedophiles. Alexander the Great was not a pedophile.
He definitely fucked a boy.
Relax, bro. You
I
fucking
think you actually
Cleopatra.
might have named like a notable pedophile.
No.
He's Alexander the Greatest pedophile.
That's
Yeah.
all smear, bro.
Yeah, they cut that all. Yeah,
It's all smear.
it could be a smear.
They hit that with every fucking great man. Oh, he's a fucking pedophile. MJ, pedophile. It's a halls of memento, dude. Alexander the Great, MJ,
yeah.
guys like that.
Yeah,
LeBron
I
James.
think there was a
LeBron
part of
James is
ancient
LeBron
warfare.
James has not been named pedophile ever.
I just love when he holds books. He just doesn't read. He's like, yeah.
I can't judge him on that.
I was getting into that.
I can't. I don't think who are we to judge, dude. Chapter 1, nailed it. I know that book. I'm with LeBron James.
LeBron. The Dems are. We got to own the Repubs, dude.
We got to own the Repubs a little, dude.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with them. I know they're like. There's
Yeah, they got McMahon in there. You like
Linda.
that, Lemaire?
Vince McMahon is in the.
No, Linda.
Why don't you like that, Lemaire?
Linda stinks and she divorced Vince.
Dude, Vince was
Vince is a
wilding out.
fucking
Vince was crazy.
nut
Vince,
job,
Vince was
bro.
Blueski.
You guys are wrong, dude. Vince is the man.
Vince wasn't banging wrestlers.
Who wasn't? Who would?
Dudes, bro.
So what?
Wait, he was banging the
Wait, he
divas.
was banging the.
He wasn't
Yeah.
banging the dudes. He was banging some divas. He banged the dudes.
Banged some
He had the
divas.
dudes bang with him. Like he'd have his top guys banging the hot
That's
ladies.
just
with
a
him.
party, bro.
Yeah, it's not a party, bro.
It's just a
He's
party.
up to some
That's
weird
36
shit.
Mafia.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, here's the thing. Imagine you have all these giant wrestlers. You're going to want to see like
You're gonna wanna see
Jericho
how they
take
work.
down China. Yeah, you're going to
Put it in the fucking break down the walls.
He just
on
took
there.
his toys out of the toy box. He took his toys out of the toy box.
I showed Shane the Destiny chats that leaked, bro. They're so gay.
What happened?
He's talking about having a butt plug in and thinking about sucking dudes. That's literally a quote.
Who,
He's- Destiny's talking this shit like, oh,
he also
yeah,
might have just been
I
being really
just bought
funny.
a butt plug. This is so intense.
Here's the thing. If
said
he
he put it
was
in and
joking,
thought
that might be
about
the funniest
sucking
thing in the world,
dudes.
dude.
Yeah, what if he was being funny?
If he was joking,
That's hilarious if he was being funny.
if you're being funny, that's the funniest thing in the world to say.
They go, oof, this is intense. That just sounds too real. Mad dude, chicks walk around with that shit in your ass, bro.
Is that
Butt
Vince?
plugs?
Yeah.
That'd be sick to like sit down in a political debate and just be plugged up.
Yep.
Yeah.
I disagree, actually.
Tokens.
I'm not going to judge a man for wearing a butt plug. It is intense, I bet. He's not a liar. It's one thing.
Yeah, you can say a lot about him. He's
not a
telling
liar.
the truth on this.
Yeah,
That's an absolute truth.
He's definitely telling the truth. That just
It is funny to
very-
wear one and act like it's like a medic, like an insulin detective. Like, hold on, my fucking butt plug.
Yeah, you gotta check the app.
Give me a second. I need to board the plane first. My butt plug's going crazy right now. I need to do a medical
I
pre-board.
need an orange juice.
What percent of people do you think are walking around with butt plugs in day to day? You think it's 10?
10%?
10% is crazy.
10%
it's
is
a
way too
solid
much.
10.
No way.
All day.
I think it's a
You
solid
watch
Walking
way too
around with
much
butt
porn.
plugs.
Yeah.
Chicks do it
10%?
supposedly to prepare for anal sex later in the night.
And then you got,
swear to
gay dudes who that's their every day.
That's what I've
Prepare for
heard.
anal sex later in the night.
If you wear it all day, it's intense. Yeah.
You think you would just like, you would, it'd be
Later
crazy.
in the night.
When you do deviant shit like that.
It'd be nice
Under the moon.
uncorking
That's your
yourself
game.
and take a dump
Hell
would be
no,
nice.
brother.
Your game.
Dude, popping the cork to dump, that
Hold
would
it
be
in
nice.
all day?
Yeah.
No.
You ever take a dump that almost comes out sideways and it hurts?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Not
No.
sideways, but I've had a.
Or just like a big fucker.
Wait, you've had like a breach.
Yeah, definitely.
hurts.
Wait, in your mind, you think it's because it's
Oh
coming
no,
out
it's like that's what it
sideways?
feels like. You know what I mean?
It's like a piece on Tetris. Just
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
got
had,
hard
I've
Except
had
for
one.
that
except for
comes
long
out.
when you get a square.
Yeah.
I've got,
Tetris.
dude, I've gotten
You go,
split. I've got for real like split one time.
Yeah, for sure.
It hurts, bro.
Get split open.
Yeah, I got split open.
You shower before bed. You wake up. You got a dry butt. You got a dry asshole primed for the crackling. And you drop a fucking square.
A Tetris cube.
You drop a cube. You go, where the fuck am I going to put this?
You drop it next to 4 straight logs and go, yes, Tetris. I just got my shit's been out of
Happened me the
control.
other day.
Huh?
Happened me the other day.
For real?
Oh.
It was intense.
Yeah. It was intense.
You were desperate.
Oof.
You went, oof.
You could have been more diligent and wore the plug. He's probably just getting ready for fat turds, dude.
Yeah.
He's probably getting ready for the fattest turds.
He supposedly he enjoys cock holding. Cock holding?
What is that?
Cock holding? Cuckolding. My fucking girlfriend's dad forever just called it cock holding.
I thought you were for real
He
talking
thought it
about
was a dude who just sits there and holds his cock. See, that guy's a cock hold. I was like,
That's what I was imagining. I was like, is that a thing where you just like hold someone's dick for a while?
no.
Follow them around?
It's just his version of cuck.
I could
Cock
see I could
hold.
see subbing out and just holding someone's dong for like, excuse me, putting a little leash on it. Dude, Tom was telling me there's a new movie out about Nicole Kidman is getting dommed.
Oh yeah, Spade was telling me about that. Last
Just her
night.
getting. She's a power businesswoman, and like an intern comes in and is like, "Get on the floor," and just it's like a new 50 Shades of Grey type. Just
Do
her
as
getting
I
dommed.
say.
That'd be nice to see. Take your babe and go see Nicole Kidman. Get
Kidman,
dommed
I
and
loved
go,
her.
Oh, I
That's
got, this is, oh, fuck. I don't know if I should say it. All right.
Society.
All right. I'll say it. Whatever. This is a tough one. This is exposing.
It's bad.
No, I just, all right. So we're watching, I'm with my parents. We're watching Notre Dame football. I went,
pulls out a butt plug.
my dad's butt plug started vibing. No, it's worse. It's
no,
worse.
no.
So we're watching Notre Dame. I went back home to chill with the boy. My father's got to be sober watching football, and it's tough to watch, man.
Prayers
He's just white knuckling the fucking.
Prayers up.
He's white knuckling NFL Sunday. Just fuck.
Oh no.
Makes the celebrations hurt more.
Notre Dame's playing, and guy makes a play. His name's Christian Gray. He plays for Notre Dame. My mom goes, "Where do I know that name?"
Oh no.
I go, what do you mean? She's like, "It's in a book." And I was like, "Is it like?" I don't know what book it is. She's like, "Oh, I know." And that was quiet. And I was like, "What? What are you talking? 50 Shades of Grey?"
Yeah.
Disgusting.
I know exactly. As soon as you
And
said it.
then my other sister's there, and she's like, "Yeah, Mom read like fucking 5 of those."
They all
books."
do.
And I was like, "Ew!" And then she goes, "Yeah." And then she gave him to Katie when she was done. And I was like, "Dude, that's fucking disgusting."
That's like training porn mags.
Exactly. That's what I said.
They all
that's
watch it.
fucking disgusting.
Most women are addicted to erotic literature.
Yeah, but you
their
don't want
no-
to
it's
think
their
about your
knob.
mom fucking.
Damn, she has them on like top of the VCR,
Yeah.
like at your
Yeah,
dad's
just hiding them.
Playboys.
You can find where the bookmark was. You go, "Oh, that's where she finished." And then tossing it to your other sister, being like, "Yo,
Get her
They
fired
don't
up.
care. Are they on Audible?
Oh yeah. Did you ever see
You
that guy on
probably
Instagram
listen to
who
them,
blasts?
go to
This
bed.
is
Are they?
Audible.
Then I
There's a
told
guy
that
who on
bitch.
Instagram who blasts 50 Shades and goes through drive-throughs, and it's pretty fucking funny. You see guys, like, and then he grabbed my ass, and you see a guy like handing fries, like, what the fuck?
I thought that was more of a bombshell.
That
than it
is
was.
hilarious, dude.
It hurt.
Did you know right away when you
Ruined
said
the
Christian
Irish.
Grey?
Ruined the whole second half of the game.
Yeah.
I just sat there going,
You just held your father's hand. You're like, it's all right, father. Don't worry.
And my father, he's in poor health. He just had to sit there. I mean, that should have driven him to alcohol. A disgusting wife and daughter.
No, all
jacking
women.
off.
So you got to get his boy. But yeah, dude. And then like his mom died, shit himself. You know, his mom farted to death. He shit all over the place.
It's a good thing you can't die from that now, because my mom would be dead.
Mom, no, I'm worried about you, Mom.
Yours are worse. I boopered. Did you booper?
Something bad.
I swear to God, my mom called them boopers when we were young.
That's so fucking funny.
Booper is funny.
Brittany doesn't like fart. I have one. That was a battle.
Fart was a bad word when we were young.
Dude, fart
Wasn't it?
I was allowed to
feel
say
like when I
fart.
said fart, it was a problem.
If I was like I farted, they'd be like, stop, you're being fresh. But Brittany tried to establish poot as like the fart word in our
That's
house.
weird.
Dude, and I said, look, man, we're not going to
be
do this.
weird. We're not a weird family.
Yeah, we're not doing exactly.
We're on the cusp already.
He said, look,
We're right on the border
Yeah.
of being the weirdest family anybody's ever seen. We can't say poot.
we cannot say poot. That was a battle. Dude, there was like lexicon battles where I was like, these kids are saying fart. And the first couple times, I was like, I farted. And I see
We're
Brittany.
a fart family.
I see Brittany going,
Under this roof, we're a fart family.
it's my mother-in-law's going all pissed off. Like, we're not saying fucking poot, you
Yeah.
weirdos. Fuck that. It was fart. My friend was a Heine burp family, dude.
Heine burp?
I used to say Heine burp. I used to say Heine burp, dude.
Tommy says TT for taking a piss, and it makes me want to kill him.
Yeah, I get in trouble for saying piss
Like,
too.
I'm going to take a TT. I'm like, jeez.
You say piss. I get in trouble. I hate that word. It's like, what, piss? I'm going to say I'm going to urinate.
Saying crap to people bothers them.
Crap
I
is
really like
nice.
saying, I got to stand up from a table and go, I'm about to take a crap. Oh, pardon me, I have to crap.
I guess what do you do in polite society? Just, you have to euphemize it like, I'm going to go relieve
I need
some.
to-
I got to
yeah.
make room.
I need to release my bladder.
There's a polite way to be like, excuse me, ladies and
Pardon
gentlemen.
me, I have to visit the powder room.
Yeah, true. I have to
I
relieve.
have to powder my nose. That's a euphemism for I'm going to go crap out, drop a mud pile back there.
Dude, so Hamilton, mom dies.
I'm going to take my shirt off and drop a horse pile.
Or you can politely ask, be like, where's the bathroom? And they go, it's over there. And be like, I was thinking more of an upstairs.
I was thinking more of a taking a shit type
Yeah, I was
place.
thinking maybe I'd head.
Seclusion.
Maybe I need to get higher ground on
It's
this
going to be
thing.
loud crap.
Because I'm going to drop a gigantic fucking dump, and it's going to need to travel downwards, not straight across.
Yeah. We're going to need gravity behind this log. There's a log plume. I'm going to need to get up to the top.
So be like, hey, did you ever clog your toilet? How big was the turd? Because mine's about to be probably record size right now.
What's the biggest what's the biggest turd your toilet's ever choked down? Because I'm about to choke your toilet. How big is the hole in your toilet? Because
Yeah, you'll never guess who clogs the toilet between people. Women can clog the toilet, dude.
yeah,
Dude, I mean,
I don't think it's the pile though. I think they overwipe.
you think they overwipe?
I don't think women drop piles like that.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'll never stop talking about my aunt's turd. My cousin,
yeah, true.
my cousin brought me
You've
upstairs.
witnessed it.
It was just a regular, like when you were a kid, you had no agenda on the day at all.
Yeah.
I just walk into my cousin's house. I'm like, yeah, maybe they have like good cereal. Open up the thing. My cousin's like, dude, come here.
You got to see my mom's
Come
shit.
here, dude. And just brought me upstairs. So like, it was a pale brown. That was the first pale, almost
white
clay.
whale. It was
The
the
color
white
of his
whale.
couch. It was
It's
the
the white whale. You've been looking for it ever since. You're Captain Ahab. You got to find another one.
It was the color of this very couch, dude.
This might be it.
It
They
was
might have
clay.
upholstered it.
It was like a red clay
You
of
said
the
it was
earth.
split in
dude.
half like the Titanic.
I think it was
was it broken,
shipwrecked.
or
I
was
think it
it-
was shipwrecked.
Yeah.
But dude, I mean, it was like kerneled nicely. It had a nice like pine cone cluster to it. Nothing,
Oh my God.
nothing crazy. Not like a corn cob,
Yeah.
but like
But it was ribbed on
like
the
a-
way out. She felt it. She felt that thing.
it was rung like a tree. It was like tree rings, dude. It was
You can see how old
it was an old growth, dude.
It was just 3 hours old. It's been
I told my cousin to cut it in half so I can get the age on it. I'm like, right here was World War II.
Oh
This-
fuck, dude! Stop showing somebody your mom's turd. It's so fucking funny. Be like, dude, you gotta see my mom's shit.
The
the fact that he had eyes on it. He had put eyes on it.
And saved it. Did he know you were coming, or was he just like, I can't wait till someone comes
He knew
over?
I was coming. He put eyes on it, then he preserved it, dude. He was like a historical committee. You cannot flush this turd.
He was in there.
Today, my mother had oatmeal for breakfast.
Holy fuck, dude.
Oh my! Yeah, it's the same cousin that we used to play Sniff the John, where it was like if he would take a dump and make me and my younger cousin. He's like, I want to see how close you can get to that and sniff it. We'd have to get like inches from a turd and go. We just go outside and kill bees. Oh, dude, I used to kill as many bees as I could every day. I didn't know they were endangered. I feel bad.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, I killed one summer. I think I caused like a little bit of the bee shortage.
A dip in the area.
I didn't stop, dude. I killed them. It was weeks. I just sat there and every bee I saw captured, killed. I would shake them in containers, make them fight each other. Pretty sick.
Did they ever fight?
Yeah, bees. They would like crawl across each other, and I'm like, they're fighting. They're fighting.
I always had a poor record with making animals fight. And
Spider versus bee.
I would try to get spiders to fight. They didn't fight that much.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever successfully got a spider fight. I think I came back and one was dead, and I was like, that's the champion.
Dude, when you asked me did the bees fight him, I was like, yeah, but I was like, no, they're probably just crawling across. I think they're just crawling.
Yeah, they were probably in there like, dude, what are we? Where are we?
They were getting shaky, being like, hey, get the fuck out of my way, dude. We're clearly in a cage match. These intelligent species put us in a cage match. We must fight for our freedom. I buried a grasshopper in a sandbox for 4 days in a Chinese food container, and it lived. 4 days later, popped it out, and it was just hopped away.
Yeah.
Just
Had no recollection of
fully ultimate warrior. Ultimate warrior to fucking grasshopper just sat in the darkness for 4 days.
Yeah.
And they got released.
They got released and was like, what the hell was that?
Yeah, bug matches were sick. When
Bug
you were
matches were so fucking cool.
Yeah, like a fucking 1,000-legger bee, grasshopper, and just shake it as hard as you could and be like, I think they're fucking punching each other right
Potions on anthills. You ever concoct things and just dump it on
now.
animals?
My cousin made potions and would try to feed it to my other
Potions on
cousin.
animals was great.
The potion on an anthill was nice.
Anthill. I wouldn't.
I was more of a magnifying glass guy.
Oh, really? I never got to magnifying glass.
Yeah,
I never made it work.
It was pretty nice.
I didn't have the patience for it.
I think I just
I wasn't-
I think I just like I don't think I actually burnt them. I think I just fucking I was like, yeah, they're fucking cooking under this thing.
Yeah, this is hurting.
That like crazy hat existed way before the KKK. It's like a I
He
don't
called
know.
on those powers too.
What?
The flooded out swasti. He called on those powers.
Oh yeah, he had those.
I forgot it was a swastika, and I did in the interview. I was like, damn, that chant. And I was like, forgot.
On
But
both sides, Matt.
I know he's been complicating things.
He owns like so they're like Stroops here, and I was like, cool. And I go out there, and I remember that like the first thing I said, I was like, I said something like, you know, they introduced me, and it was like it was packed, but it was like a mediocre reception. I was like, what is this fucking like Ann Arbor? Like trying to be like,
Oh, that's boo.
yeah.
If you bring up Ann Arbor
and they
Columbus,
were like super flat, and I was like, I'm about to bomb. Like and I bombed so hard that when I got off, it was even worse. I got off, and I take the corner into like the back room, and the first person I see is Stroop, and he goes, what happened out there? I was like,
shit.
I was like, I go, they're fucking, I don't know. It's just one of those.
Club sucks.
This
Fuck
place-
you.
Yeah. It's fucking terrible here, man.
Fucking
This
shithole.
place sucks.
God damn.
And
Yeah,
I was like, I can't just stand up high. And then, you know, Joe's high. He's like, that was cool, right? And I was like, nah. He's like, yeah, it's good. I was like, mm-mm.
Yeah.
And then I did another one high, but also with him being like, here you go, just take it. And you're
Yeah.
like, all right. And that one was the set was fine, but internally it wasn't. Because like you hear like a hand slap and you're like, what's up with that? You know, I was like, what is that? And they're
Like, why don't you talk to your wife and I'll talk to my husband, and you and I could just be together, and they'll allow it, and we could just be together, and it'll be great, and we could do movies together. But like our wives and husbands don't care, and they're actually cheering it on.
They're supporting
Yeah,
us.
and then, you know, and then I just drive home, and then you're like depressed that like she didn't, you know, DM you,
Check your DMs
and then
up.
you're like, fuck, man, I guess I suck.
Do you remember when we were in that?
She's probably
sushi?
thinking about you right now.
100%, dude.
Yeah, she's probably watching our show, History Hyenas.
Yeah,
right
she
now.
probably
She's
is.
a big fan. Do you remember?
She's probably on the Patreon.
She's probably on the Patreon. You never know. Do you remember we were in that sushi restaurant in L.A. with Tim Dillon?
Oh yes,
And
yes. This
Emma
is a great
Stone?
story, dude.
So Emma Stone was in there, and she went to the bathroom. And
no, but wait,
You
but
followed
Giannis,
her?
you're missing a key part. Let me just set this up.
Yeah.
We're in this very famous sushi restaurant with Tim. It's me, Yanni, and Tim Dillon. And Tim Dillon, 20 minutes before, is telling us how much Emma Stone hates him.
oh, that's right.
Remember, he's
Yeah.
telling us Emma Stone despises him. And me and Giannis are listening, but we're kind of be like, this is maybe Tim's just like making it a bigger deal. Maybe Emma Stone, like, there's no way that Emma Stone hates him. And we were like, maybe Emma Stone doesn't even know who any of us are. We don't know, but we were like, whatever. And then go ahead.
And then she was in the restaurant.
Like in a movie,
Yeah.
20 minutes later, actual Emma Stone
Comes
walks in. And yeah.
And I think she came in for, this was my like serendipitous moment. She came in because I think she's the most gorgeous thing in the world. I love how big her eyes are. I like pale women, except for my wife. My wife's the most beautiful, half
Absolute.
Italian, half Greek. But she
You're a
went to the
smoke show, Mrs. Pappas.
She went to the bathroom. She went to the bathroom, and I just saw it as an opportunity to be in the bathroom after Emma Stone.
Oh.
So she went to the bathroom, came out, and then I went to the bathroom, and I did not sniff her seat.
You did.
For sure,
I did
yeah,
not,
for sure.
but
Yeah.
I did sit down and pee.
That's perfect.
I
You felt
did sit
warm.
down and pee. Yeah,
But,
Dude,
yeah,
that's
and-
so nice.
But and then also
that's not creepy, right?
No.
yeah.
No,
But
no,
any
no.
guy would have done that,
Dude,
Yeah,
I mean, how
you would
was
have
it?
done that, right?
100%.
Yeah,
Was-
you can't
was she
stand
just,
to pee.
Was she just a little bit cooler than like the average
It
toilet
just
seat?
smelled
Yeah.
so good in there.
Yeah.
I just remember how good the bathroom smelled.
She just ravaged
yeah,
the
and I
bathroom.
just sat and I was like, "This is just where Emma Stone peed," and
then
it
you
felt
peed.
great.
But Emma then.
She did she flush? That'd be nice if you peed on her pee. That would have been next
That would have
level.
been incredible.
Imagine
but
she shit in the
flushed.
sink. How great would that would have been? You just go there, there's a turd in the sink. But she walked past us and was like, holy shit, Emma Stone. And then she came back because Tim was sitting with his back to us. But then when she came back out of the bathroom, she walked and looked at Tim, and I saw her go, ugh. Yeah. Like that. So it confirmed everything he said.
It could have
I
just
was
been
like,
the
she
way
does hate him.
It
Which
could
is
have
awesome.
been just the way he was eating, just like.
What was their beef? Why the fuck would she?
Something with Tim, because
I
Tim's
think Tim
hilarious.
fucked her husband.
Yes, Tim.
I think that's what happened.
No, Tim's hilarious on social media, and I think he was tweeting like, hilarious shit, but maybe like shitting on an Emma Stone movie.
Yeah, that happens.
That's what just makes me think about celebrity. Is it worth it to just like, Emma Stone, the poor girl, she just went into the bathroom to take a piss. And then there was
Yeah.
this guy that went in there and just sat down and peed after her. Yeah. And I'm telling it on a big podcast. I'm sorry, Emma Stone.
Sorry, Emma Stone.
I'm sorry I did
You
that.
did nothing wrong.
I did nothing wrong,
Right.
I don't think. It's not, I didn't
Sitting
do
to
it.
feel a hot lady's body heat on the toilet.
Yeah, but it's creepy a little bit. No?
I'm sorry, I'm taking on my phone. I just want to make sure my hair's still good because these fans are just fucking
Your hair
unbelievable.
looks great, dude.
All right, we're
It's
good.
not-
dude.
It's
you
not
guys
creepy.
can't
I don't
stop
think it's
me.
creepy.
What I want
Right.
to do is hang an ornament right off that Christopher Reeves curl.
Yeah.
Just right there.
That would be actually
Yeah.
really
What do you
nice
think of that?
here. That's nice.
Yeah.
That'd be really nice.
What do you think of
Just
that,
some
dude?
mistletoe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just put it right there and then kiss him right on the fucking mouth.
Hold
Well,
on.
here, I just, by the way, I just looked out my phone to like see my hair, and then I just looked at like a quick text, and have a special coming out for Hulu in February. And I just got a text from like the person who like runs it, like, hey, we really need to have a conversation. So just call me when you can. I'm like, here we go. It's over, baby. It's over. There it is, folks. And it's gone. Yeah. Just like the way, I just think it's done now. So this will be a fun next 30 minutes for me to just know it's
Just
done.
wait.
Just
Yeah.
waiting. And then calling her and then her not calling me back for a week.
That would
Yeah.
have been weird if it was Emma Stone who texted you.
Imagine.
Like, whoa. That would have been weird.
Yeah.
I want to. That's very funny. It's funny you have to sit with that for the next half an hour.
Yeah,
but
just deal with it.
Here's my thing. I don't think it's that creepy. That's like a mercy because it's creepy. Would have been like waiting right by the door to try to do like a rom com. Like, oh, sorry. Oh my god. Like,
Yeah.
oh, crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Giannis.
Do I know you?
Yeah.
Yeah. She probably gets people that like want to take pieces of her hair, her skin.
Yeah.
If the worst thing about you,
Yeah.
you want to sniff her toilet seat after she goes to the bathroom, she might be like, we can actually go on dates.
I didn't sniff
Yeah.
her seat.
Not
though.
sniff. Not
Yeah.
sniff.
I
Feel
didn't-
her warmth.
Yeah.
Feel the warmth of her body.
You
on
would
your-
have done the same as what you're saying?
We're gonna waste it. Like, look, that's her body heat.
Yeah.
It's
For Irvine, California, or really all of SoCal. You guys know I'm SoCal as hell. I've been SoCal. But yeah, I'll be at the Irvine Improv, 11/29. That's this upcoming weekend. Well, I guess next weekend, whatever. 11/29 and 11/30th. And I've also added a show on 11/31 or 12/1. I'm not sure how many days are in November, but you get the point. Next Friday, next Saturday, next Sunday, I'll be in Irvine, California. And let me just say for the record, Fuck LA, dude. It's all about Irvine. I'm sick of people from LA being like, oh, you're going to Irvine? Ugh, I'd never go down. Fuck you, dude. Shut up. Irvine's where all the reals are, not a bunch of pretenders out in LA. I'm going to be a famous actor. No, you're fucking not. Grow up and move to Irvine. I'll see you there. God bless you all.
Gotta be the bigger man in the park sometimes.